Okay, today we are installing a back windshield on the RZR 1000. This is basically how your windshield is going to come to you. It's going to have this protective coating on it, both sides. Make sure that you're happy with how the windshield fits before you remove this protective plastic, because it is non-refundable if you have the protective coating off of it. What I did here is, as you go to install this, it kind of slides across these back little panels on here. So I put a couple cardboard pieces on there to just some old chunked up cardboard, because it's going to slide across that plastic a little bit. No major thing. So we're going to take it, we're going to slide it in through the back like that, and we're going to slide it up into place like that. Slide it up into place like that. Now, while it's in that position, oh, I didn't mention, the two tools you'll need are a 7/16 inch wrench and a Phillips head screwdriver. You're going to have your little pack of instructions. You've got 9 clamps. One of the 9 clamps goes right in the center of that back crossbar there, which, without removing this guy's roof, I cannot do that one at this moment. So I am just going to be installing the 8. I don't take pieces off of people's bikes at home. I didn't ask him about that before he came here, so we'll put that one on later, but I'm going to do all the rest. So basically, we're going to just want to leave it set up there, and I peeled that protective plastic off of the one side. Now let's just peel it off of that side. I'm going to take my first clamp and feed it up through this top guy right here. We're going to do that top one right there. So one of the big things is in cleaning this windshield, especially if you buy the non-mar resistant material, which is the more reasonably priced one, and which for the back windshield may be a great plan. I would not wash this out on the trail. Okay, so now we've got our top clamp on. What we're going to do now is just slide this windshield forward, and that's kind of why I say put it up on this thing, on the cardboard, just because as you slide across, you know, just protect your toy and set it in place like that. Now the windshield does not go all the way down to the bottom, and just so you know why, because it won't work. It doesn't fit into that pocket if you actually run it all the way down the bottom. And I know this because that's how I designed it originally, and it doesn't work. So it's got to be a little short on the bottom so it actually fits in. But as you can see, there's just a small gap down on the very bottom here, nice and tied up against the roll bars and all that. I'm just going to go around and get all of our clamps put on. And none of these clamps, you know, am I cinching down, if you notice. I'm just putting them all on there. You don't want to get tightening anything down until you've actually got all your clamps on. It'll help you to center it if you've got it off. I mean, you can't be too far off because of the top, these back support bars. Okay, so now we've got all of our clamps on, other than the center one. As I mentioned, that center one, I have taken off the roof, and literally I have to do a little trim on his foam underneath there, and those are just not things that want to do. So understand that you would have one more. I have a total of 9 clamps. Wanted this to hold nice and securely on here, and not rattle it all for you. So really, once you've got these all on, it's pretty well centered and taken care of. So now all we want to really do is worry about getting our brackets nice and even and tightening this guy down. You don't have to over tighten these. They've got the lock washers on them and all that, so snug these up pretty securely. Get the little back a twist. That guy will be on there for life. Okay, a couple things since I'm just tightening up bolts here. Never, ever, ever use Loctite. Loctite voids all warranties, destroys plastic. So when installing this or any product with plastic, never use Loctite. As I said before, cleaning on this, on the non-mar resistant windshields, unless there's some really big reason why you've got to see out the back, which I wouldn't clean it on the trail. You can't clean the windshield properly. You need to rinse it off with water, and I just don't see how you can possibly rinse off the inside of the windshield with water while it's in the upright position out on a trail. I mean, you can squirt it off the hose. Your power washer works perfectly fine, but out on the trail, not so much. But then the back windshield, not really a big thing for vision and such. So if it gets a little bit of dirt on it while you're out, I don't even see where it makes a difference. So I would not do it, and make your windshield last scratch free. Because if you just simply rinse this off when you get home with your power washer, use some microfiber cloths to dry it off, you will have a perfectly clean, unscratched windshield. As you can see, we fitted it nice and tight so it goes side to side. As I said, there's a little gap here in the bottom, and that gap is really designed so that you can actually insert the windshield in here because of this unique support bars that come down here. And basically that's all there is to it, you know. Rinse it off with water first, dry it off with a microfiber cloth,